Hey everyone, it's Sammy from Push Square, and if you know me, you'll know that I'm a massive fan of NeoGAF forums. I tend to read it every day and probably spend too much time reading it, to be honest. But there was a really great thread this week which was talking about the PS4K, or the Neo, which is of course the upgraded hardware that Sony is working on and has confirmed but not technically announced yet. And basically the thread was discussing when Sony is actually going to announce this new piece of hardware. Now, we know that it's probably coming out this year. Sony's financial reports and forecasts seem to indicate that they want to sell a lot of PS4s this fiscal year, and that would suggest that they know the new hardware is coming out pretty soon. But there's not a lot of opportunity actually, when you really think about it, for them to announce it before Christmas now. Obviously, they've said in a French interview that they're not going to do Gamescom, so that leaves the Tokyo Game Show and potentially Paris Games Week for them to announce it. The problem with the Tokyo Game Show, of course, is that it caters to the Japanese market. The press conferences are all in Japanese, and this is a product that they need to really effectively communicate, because they're walking a very fine line with this. They need to make sure that the new console is attractive enough for people who are looking to upgrade or people who want a new console, but they also have to make sure that existing PS4 owners don't feel shortchanged with the model they've got. So they need to really effectively describe what this console is going to be, how it's going to work, and why people need it or don't need it for that matter. So yeah, I think they have to announce it. Considering their primary market's going to be the US, the UK and parts of Europe, they have to announce it in a Western territory for me, which only really leaves Paris Games Week. Now, Paris Games Week would be a good venue because it's late October, which is after PSVR, and obviously they're going to want all attention to be on PSVR in the lead up to the release of that on 13th of October. But the bad thing about that is it's really late. It's late October. They're going to want this out before Black Friday. I think they're definitely going to want it out in November. So that's a headache in itself. Now, obviously Andrew House, who is the president of PlayStation, has basically said that they want to do an Apple-style rollout, which means they want to announce it and basically release it within a very short span of time, like days or weeks, maybe a month at most. So, yeah. The answer to this question, I don't actually know. It's really interesting. There are a lot of people in the GAF thread suggesting maybe Sony's seen the Scorpio specs and decided to delay it until next year. I don't think that's the case. I think they've been working on this for a while. I think it's ready to go. We know that developers have got dev kits. We know that they've got submission guidelines. The first games are expected to be being submitted around now, and it's required in October. So that would suggest that it's going to be out October-ish time. But yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? I just don't know when they're going to announce it. I think the one solution, well, I guess not a solution, but the one thing that they probably could do is they can hold a press conference whenever they want. I think this is a big enough deal where they can say, look, we're having a press conference in New York or London or wherever it might be. All the press is invited. We're going to live stream it and they'll announce it there. Certainly they could do that. I think it's too big of a deal for them to just randomly put a post up on the PlayStation blog one day saying, here it is. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. It's a paradigm shift for the industry, this is. We've never had these iterative hardware models before, so it's going to be fascinating to see how Sony handles it. I'm really excited for it personally. I can't wait to see, both from an academic perspective of how they roll it out, and also what it actually is as a gamer. I'm excited from both angles, and I'm really eager to see what the device is, what it does, and I'm like I guess it's kind of sad really, but I'm excited to see how they market it, if that makes sense. But like I say, purely from an academic perspective. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. When do you think the PS4K will be announced? How much do you think it's going to cost? Are you interested in it? Do you not care one iota about it? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you next week.